Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? Gracious good morning to you, good people. It's your girl KB. You know what I do, and you know why I do it. It's Monday, December 2nd, and it's 3:52 in the a.m. And I'm going to let this be my last recording for today. I'm going to try. I'm trying very hard because I've had 4 days of minimal posting. Just remember that. But I need to kind of build on something that I said. You heard me talk about changing horses in the middle of the stream in my earlier video. What I mean by that is, folks make these declarations about what they're going to do and what they're not going to do and this, that, and the other. Then they realize, hey, I have to make a sacrifice. So then they start making exceptions. Is that you? I had many a folk. I'm going to use this as an example. I had many a folk who were just as upset as I was about the NFL's position on Colin Kaepernick. Brother, I salute you. And I know you tried. You wanted back in the NFL because that's what you know. That's what you love. That was your passion for so many years. But you can't go back to an abusive relationship unless that person changes. And that person has to show you some genuine change. They set up terms and conditions on top of the terms and conditions that ostracized you in the first place. So, man, stand firm and fast on the outside. Celebrate the people that you came up with, if they're still connected with you. Celebrate with the people who supported you. But just know, it was business as usual. I'm all for everybody, standing on business. But I'm also for asking yourself, is the business corrupt? Now, recently, there was a labor dispute, and I belong to a union. Now, I chose to sign up for the union when I got hired. There was a dispute. But the emails that I was receiving, the conversation that I was receiving, my interests weren't represented in the collective conversation. And when it came time to stand on business, I didn't. And the reason being is, you didn't represent my business. I had one simple request. And in no point in time was that simple request identified. You told me about other people who already were, I want to say, above me. That was the tone of your conversation. And by above me, I mean in pay scale. That was the tone of your conversation. And so, no, I didn't hear my name. I didn't hear my issue. Hey, this is what you chose to represent. Didn't hear collective. Didn't hear any kind of solutions other than this is what we're going to do. Now, you don't have to consult me personally. I understand how groups work. But when you came around and asked what the problems were, again, I didn't see mine on the list. I'm not fighting for something I don't believe in. I remember the time, I was a senior in high school, and the way out of the hood was military service. Now, I told you I grew up military. My father was an abusive alcoholic. He was a 20-year man as far as service is concerned, and that was his mindset, the collective. And, he was actively sending recruiters to pick me up from high school to get me to sign up. And I stood on business then, and I'm standing on business now. I told my father then the same thing Muhammad Ali told the country. I am a conscientious objector. Now, I celebrate the fact that the folks who serve. I celebrate the fact that this is, what you believe in. I support you in what you believe in. Gung-ho, Semper Fi, whatever. That's not my route. That is not my route. As I stand here, or sit here, and speak to you about the gospel, that is my route. Now, looking back at 17-year-old me and me today, if I were asked to serve, yes, I'll serve as a chaplain. My battle is a larger scale. My battle is for the soul. My battle is for service. My battle is for righteousness. My battle is for a sense of fair play. And the thing that you seem to think is harmful, that diversity, that equity, that inclusion. Folks, I talked about this person talking about hateful rhetoric, but the lack of diversity, the lack of equity, the lack of inclusion, there's nothing more hateful than that. When you ostracize in the name of God.